Hello everyone and welcome in a new video, and in this video we are going to understand about job sequences with deadlines. Job sequencing questions. Job sequencing with deadlines. Job sequencing with deadlines. So in this video we are going to understand about this concept, job sequencing with deadline, and we will see a greedy approach. So first of all, we have to understand about what is greedy approach. Greedy approach simply means the best solution, the optimal solution. Best, or you can say an optimal solution. Best solution, or you can say an optimal solution. Okay, what does that mean? That means for solving a particular problem we can have many solutions. If for example this is a problem, to solve this particular problem we have many solutions. Solution number 1, solution number 2, solution number 3, solution number 4. But the best solution in compared to time complexity, in compared to space complexity, means overall the best solution is third one. And then first one, and then second one, and then fourth one. So what's the best solution to solve this particular problem? Who basically solve this problem in a particular time or less than that particular time, so which is third one. So definitely I use the third one. So this is what the meaning of a greedy approach means, the best solution among the different ones. So this is and in this video we are solving job sequencing with deadline with a greedy approach, means we are seeing a best solution to solve this kind of problems. Okay, so I hope you understand about a greedy approach. What does that mean? Basically means it's a best solution. Okay, so now let's see that how we are able to solve this question. So job sequencing with deadline means we have some jobs. For example, J1, J2, J3, J4. Let's say we have 4 jobs and we have some profit. 4 jobs and we have some profit, and we have a deadlines. Profit means a particular solution give that amount. You can understand like that, we use this solution we will get a maximum profit. We use one solution we get a minimum profit. So in these kind of questions we have to generate a maximum profit. In job sequencing problem we have to generate a maximum profit. Remember this thing, we have to generate a maximum profit. Okay, maximum profit. So profit is like 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is a problem, and 10, 20, 30, 40, and the deadlines are 2, 1, 1, 2. So these are the deadlines, and these are the profits. These are the deadlines and these are the profits. Okay, so what we have to do is, we have to arrange these things. We have to arrange this thing in that way so that we can generate a maximum profit. You can understand this, like these are the 4 solution of a particular problem. We have to choose that solution which give me a maximum profit. We have to choose that solution which give me a maximum profit. Okay, so how we are going to do that thing? So we are going to solve this thing like we have to make first of all a Gantt chart. Okay, so here you can see that we have 2 deadlines. So we are making only 2 blocks, 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. Okay, we have only, why we choose only 2 blocks? Because we have only 2 deadlines, 1 and 2. If we have more deadlines, then we choose more blocks. Okay, now we have to arrange these jobs such a way that we will get a maximum profit, we will get a maximum profit. For example, in 0 to 1, what basically the profit we will have is 20 and 30. We will have two profit, 21 and 31. Remember this thing, you cannot add 2 here. Why you are not able to add? It doesn't mean that you cannot add. You can add, but we are not going to add this profits here because this will give us a minimum result. What does that mean? That means that in 0 to 1 we have only 2 jobs. In 0 to 1 we have only 2 jobs. From 1 or 0 to 2 we have 4 jobs. Sorry, 0 to 2 we have only okay, so from 1 to 2 we have only 2 jobs. Okay, we have only 2 jobs. Means, what does that mean? Basically, deadline means in time 2 we can solve this particular problem. Job number 4 we can solve job number 2. Means if I have to write job number 1 and job number 2, then we can write this thing like this, but we are not going to add like this, because job number 2, when what's the deadline is there, what's the maximum profit, maximum job is there, we are adding that particular job here, which give a maximum profit. So in this case 2, we have 2 cases, either we add J1 or we add J4. We can add both, no doubt we can add both, but if I write both, what's the profit? 40 and 10 is what? 50. 40 and 10 is what? 50. So it gives me a profit of 50. But what happen if I write job 2 here? From job 1 we are writing job 2, then it gives me a profit of 60, because 40 and 20 is 60. So it gives me a 60 profit. Okay, so it gives me a 60 profit. So here you can see that's why we can arrange only one job, and that job will be placed at a maximum time. Here you can see that job 4 take 2 time, so we place that job here 40. In these 2 jobs we are taking job number 4 because it gives me a maximum profit. That's why I write job number 4 on a block number 2. From 1 to 2 we can write job number 4 here as well, but if I write job number 4 here, I am not able to write job number 2 and 3 in this block, because the deadline of these 2 jobs are 1 and the deadline here is 2. Deadline of these 2 jobs are 1, but the deadline of this block is 2, so we cannot add these jobs here. That's why the maximum time job, maximum deadline job will be written at last. Okay, so I simply remove this, and 40 will, job number 4 will be added in the last block. Now first block, which job will we add? Now we cannot able to add job number 1 here. We are not able to add job number 10 here because it give me less profit. We calculate that it give me a profit 50. If I write job 1 plus job 4, it give me profit of 50. If I write job 2 plus job 4, it give me profit of 60. But if I write job 3 plus job 4, because we can add job 3 as well, because deadline is 1, we can add these 2 jobs as well in this block. But we cannot add this thing in the second block, because second block deadline is 2 and here the deadline is 1. Okay, maximum deadline can be written in a smaller block, but the smaller deadline cannot be written in a maximum block. Okay, so if we take job 3 here, what's the value of job 3? 30. So 30 and 40 is 70. Here you can see that we will get a maximum profit. So I hope it is understandable that okay, so job 3 and job 4 will give you a maximum profit. That's why we are adding these 2. We are collecting these 2 jobs for maximum profit. For the maximum profit. So I understand that why we are not adding job 1 and job 2. Okay, so this is what our solution is. Now we are solving one more question, and that's clear. Okay, so the question is like jobs, and jobs we have J4, J1, J3, J2, J5 and J6, and we have deadlines are 2, 5, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 5, 3, 3, 4, 2. Okay, and the profit is 300, 200, 190, 180, 120 and 100. Okay, so these are the profit. So now what we have to do, we have to make a Gantt chart. What's the maximum deadline? Maximum deadline is 5, so we have to create a 5 blocks. How many blocks we have to create? We have to create 5 blocks. Okay, first one from 0 to 1, then 0 to 2, then 0 to 2 to 3, then 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. So these are our blocks, and we have to add these jobs here. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do is, in the above question we have a sorted. In the terms of profit, we are already sorted. In terms of profit, we are already sorted. But in this case, in some case, if the profit is not sorted, in this case you can also see that profit all are sorted in a decreasing order. Profit is sort in a decreasing order. For example, if I make is J6 and J5, so it's become 2 and 4 and 100 and 120. It's become 2 and 4, 100 and 120. If I write like this, here you can see that it's not in a perfect order. So what we have to do is, first of all, we have to create it in a perfect order. Okay, so what we have to do is, we have to add this in a perfect order. For example, if you add in a decreasing order or an increasing order, we set in a decreasing order. So 300, 200, 90, 190, 180, 100, 120. We remove this and making this in a perfect order. Okay, so what we have to do is, we have to make it in a perfect order. So J5 and then J6 and 4 and 2 and 120 and 100. Okay, so we have to create in a perfect order. Now we create an order in a decreasing order. Now what we have to do is, we have to add these jobs in a Gantt chart, and remember this thing, we have to generate a maximum profit. So what's the key point? Key point is, whose job is maximum, place that job at that position. 5, 1 you can add in starting position, second, third, fourth, fifth. You can add job number 1 in any position, but you are adding job number 1 in the last one, because the remaining one left for other jobs whose deadline is minimum. Okay, so I hope it is understandable. Now we create job 1 here. Now second thing, after that we have fourth one, means job number 5. So job number 5 occupy this position. Job number 5 occupy this position. Deadline is 4, 120, 120. We can add this thing. Okay, and then what we have? We have 2 positions, J3 and J2. So we have to add these 2. So who gives maximum profit? The J3 give a maximum profit, so I write J3. I am not write J2. We can write J2 here and here as well, but currently I am not writing J2 here. Why I am not writing J2 here? Because we have job number 4 whose deadline is 2 and 300 it's profit. 300 is profit, means we can add job number 2 here. First of all, we can add job number 2 and job number 4 and job number 4 and the job number 3 or job number 2. You can say job number 2. Okay, so in this way you are going to make a Gantt chart and get a maximum profit. You can write job number 4 here as well, job number 2 here as well, because the deadline is 2. We can write it as anything in any order, but the good practice is whose deadline is whatever the deadline of a particular job, write that job in that position. Okay, in that position. That's why I write job for here. Now what's the profit? J2 means 180 plus J4 means 300 plus J3 means 190, J5 means 120, and J1 means 200. So the total sum will be like 990. So total sum like 990. So I hope it is clear to you that how we are solve this questions. So 99 unit is the correct answer. So I hope it is understandable, and I hope it is clear to you that what is a job sequencing with deadline using greedy approach. It's a greedy approach. Okay, we are selecting the best, we are getting the best profit, we are getting a maximum profit. We are using greedy approach to find this solution. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you that how we solve these questions. Okay, remember this thing, whose job deadline is there, write that job according to that deadline. Here too I write it in a 2. It's a good practice. You can write job for here as well, but when you have a lot of jobs, so many jobs, so it create confusion. So to not confuse that in that place when you have a lot of jobs, so it's good practice you write according to a deadline. Okay, so you can write job 1 here as well, but I write job 1 in the last position so that it's clear for the rest of the job whose deadline is not that, whose deadline is smaller than this block. Okay, neither this block will gonna waste. Okay, so this is a greedy approach. We will find a maximum profit. So this is all about job sequencing with deadline. Thank you for watching this video. Like the video and subscribe my channel.